Why is this so important? Because we as parents let other people raise our children. And listen, I understand not every ecosystem at your house is built. We have a lot of single parents at our church. You can't stop your job and you can't raise your children where you're doing their school. You're the one that's giving them information. You're the one that's influencing them. We can't do that. We may do that sometime in the future. Right now, my wife is pregnant. We found out we got a little baby girl, and we're talking through some things. We're not really, things are kind of up in the air. What do you want to do? I don't know. But it's a big deal to stop your regular having two incomes for the main way things are, two incomes, and then you go to a one income, a single income. That's very scary. But not everybody can be a mega superstar at their job, be on a salary of 100 or more thousand. You can't, it's just not possible. It's not around here. There are jobs that are like that, but it's not common. It's not like you go to Dallas and obviously the population is greater. So obviously there's more breadth of jobs you can have that earn that type of money, but not everybody can do that. But he's using very specific, very forceful language because we as parents, and when I say parents, I mean parents, immediate grandparents, aunts, uncles, all the people in the sphere of influence that are helping raise your village idiot. That's what's happening here. To raise your child, like you need to get serious with what your child is consuming and what your child is allowing to influence them. Because if you think about just simple math, let's break down the math. If you break down simple math hour by hour of how much your child is being influenced by other people that is not you, and other people that you aren't 100% sure what they are saying to your child. For instance, I don't have a video up for this, but I saw a video. I think it was on Instagram. It was a reel. And they were talking about teachers that had a certain, I don't remember if it was a certain color, a certain letter that was a certain color, or a little flag or something that was in their room to secretly let the students know that they could talk to them about their questions, about their gender, about their sexuality. They're doing this behind our back as the parents. They're doing this where we don't know what's going on. We don't have a clue what is happening in the classroom with our students. Now, I actually, last week or the week before, I had my son on here and we were talking a little bit about transgender stuff, just asking him about was there that kind of influence in his school? Because it is a much larger school. I think it's a 5A school, which is how I don't know how they do it everywhere else, but here in East Texas, they do it by number and they say A after it. I don't know what it means. But it's a 5A, and the next one over is a 6A school. I think they just went 6A, Longview, which is what's that famous dude? Anyways, doesn't matter. But it was a small conversation. He said maybe 3 or 4 in the 8th grade are claiming that they are transgender. In the 8th grade. Bro, you can't even figure out your bottom from your top. There are so many different things. Even just psychologically, the facts, psychologically, the stats say that until you are 25, your brain is not actually fully matured and grown. And they're trying to say, kids, you can tell us what you feel and what you know. When Tristan was 3 or 4, he wanted to be a pirate astronaut. Like, he wanted to go out and fly in space and then do like Pirates of the Caribbean in the middle of space. It's not possible. Just because he wants to do something does not make it okay. Just because as adults we feel something does not make it okay. Because oftentimes facts and feelings are going the opposite direction. That's why we have to be in control of our emotions. That's why one of the fruits of the Spirit, self-control. We got to stop that bus before it drives off and crashes and burns. Let's go on.
In January of this year, Senate Bill 5599 was introduced in the state legislature. This bill would allow children as young as 13.
Is it just me, or does he kind of have that preaching going on? Inside of the 13.
Who are confused about their gender to leave their home, seek shelter at a government facility, and receive permanent and irreversible gender-affirming treatment and surgery.
So what they're trying to do, look, this is a trick. They are trying to get young people to think that they, the government, is on their side, and that they don't have to listen to, they don't have to seek after the wisdom, they don't have to lean on or trust their parents anymore.